Welcome to BA Radio with your hosts, Barrett and Ariel. A little extra one.
Just a little.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I almost was like, "Hey, baby," and then I was like, "Oh, maybe not on the podcast." Just know that I'm like, that's what I'm thinking over here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
We're back with another episode of BA Radio. Hello to all of our beautiful fans out there from all regions of the world coming in live to be updated about life, this beautiful journey we're on, and sports.
In sports.
It's
Football. October.
Fall's back.
The weather is cooling off.
Fall is back in the air.
It's kind of nice.
First hot take. Fall is probably the best season.
I think so. I think cooling off from the summertime is honestly so nice.
It's just,
you finally put on that hoodie.
After a couple months of summer, you're just ready for something.
Something just to cool off a little bit.
And it's nice getting cozy, like putting a big sweatshirt on and pants and like
doing all the fall things.
Maybe bake some cookies.
Ooh, drink some hot chocolate.
Go to an apple orchard, pumpkin patch.
Sit by a fire or something.
Fall has got to be like the most best season to date.
Yeah,
because it's like, oh,
season or whatever.
Yeah, you're like, hey, I'm cozy. What are you doing? Oh, okay. And then Christmas comes, so people are like, oh, I want to get some extra presents this year. So hey,
it's a good time. It's
great.
A great time of year. And
too for college and everything. It just whenever fall hits, it reminds me of college.
I know.
Because it's like football and the tailgates and all that.
It's such a good time.
It is the best.
I love it.
Man. What state, out of the U.S., because I'm unaware, I haven't studied European climates too well besides Italy's awesome. What state do you think in the United States of America has the best fall?
I don't know.
I would say Colorado. For sure.
I would say anywhere probably that has a dry climate.
Yeah, because then
the sun's warm.
Because then it's all crisp. Yeah. The air's so crisp and fresh.
Yeah, I would definitely say Colorado. It's pretty, especially in the mountains.
Yeah, you can't
in the fall
beat
when
it.
The leaves start changing colors.
Yeah. Wow. That's just the best.
It's really nice.
I want to go up all the way in them and see it. Because apparently you can see when the snow starts to come and hits the leaves and it looks really cool.
Let's do that.
Yeah.
Go to a hot spring or something.
That'd be nice. Love a good natural hot tub.
Exactly.
All right. Is it time for our extra flaming hot, soon to be sponsored takes?
I think so.
All right, everybody get up on your feet. I feel like Ellen DeGeneres with this soundboard up here. You get a car. No, that's Oprah.
Yes, that's Oprah.
Wow. That was an error.
You get a car.
You get a car. You get an extra flaming hot Cheeto sponsored take soon for BA Radio. All right. Let's dive on in.
Besides fall, what you got?
Well, I'm going to start my extra flaming hot soon to be sponsored Cheetos take. I'm fighting a big fan base here. But Drake, the musical artist from Canada,
yes,
dropped an album. It was called For All My Dogs. Mm-hmm. And it was really exciting because his kid Adonis drew the album art cover on it. Looked really cool. Fall time's coming, Mr. October, October's very own. You're just like, oh, this is about to be an anthem. This is about to be playing from all the way through fall to Christmas. And it was an absolute flop. Man, I think it's a flop because of how excited I was there
was a lot of hype around it.
A lot.
So much.
He's talking about
teased it, it was coming out weeks ago, but didn't.
Was on tour and everything and having to push back shows and stuff because he's she probably has a whole studio on the road anyway, The Rock with the gym. But that album really disappointed me.
Yeah.
There's some good snippets, but just the pure hype that I was behind it. And like with Drake coming out with an album in the fall, October's very own, you're just like, oh my gosh, this is just wasn't what I was expecting.
Yeah.
I don't know why, for every reason when Drake drops an album, I expect him to drop like the next, like another Take Care album or Views or something like that.
Something like that, yeah.
And I mean, I guess he can't just keep repeating albums, but
I feel like he was
like,
maybe due for a bad one. I feel like everybody has
stinker.
like an okay album that,
as Deion Sanders would say, that was hot garbage.
I like that. He's probably going to trademark that.
Yeah, that's a great trademark too, by the way. That's like the fourth game Colorado won, by the way. We'll touch on that soon.
Yeah.
That's like the fourth game he said, how'd you go? Hot garbage.
Well, I mean, he's not completely wrong.
He's not wrong
They're
at all.
still not, everything's still not clicking 100%, but he knoes that.
They won, but
year.
Wasn't good.
It wasn't the greatest win,
So, but all said, for his first year, all in all, you can't really be...
He's doing better than they did last year, so that's already...
Huge win.
Huge
win for Colorado.
Even if they don't win any more games this year.
Is already a win for the season, to be honest. I got another Flamin' Hot Cheetos sponsored extra take. Every time I say that, it's like 5 different combinations.
we got to pick one.
We just need like a little Cheeto bag and have it sitting right here.
The whole time.
That'd be cool.
Or eating them.
Yeah, a little crunch in the mic.
Yeah.
Nasty. Okay, I mean, I'm not gonna go. I mean, I wanted to talk more about the Drake album, but it just wasn't what I was expecting. Kind of a letdown, but it's okay because he said he had stomach issues, so his tummy hurt. Which
guess he can't produce on a hurt tummy.
Yeah, Drake. He said he's gonna take a year off of music.
Well, maybe he's due for one. Maybe that's why this album wasn't that great.
No wonder his tummy hurt. He'd been on the road, doing all this on tour.
I mean, everyone needs a break every once in a while.
Right.
So.
He's like the Apple iPhone trying to drop a new album every year, come out with something new every year. And yeah, that would make my tummy hurt too. So take a year off, bond with your son, tear it up in that super cool house you have in Canada with the basketball court. I want to get invited to that. I don't know why I haven't been invited to shoot hoops in Canada with Drake.
He has like an NBA regulated size court in his house. Right?
He's a funny dude. And like his doorbell ringer thingy outside his mansion is 21. It's like a statue of 21 Savage's face.
Wait, that's amazing.
Yeah, his house looks cool because he did a whole house tour music video.
Oh, like MTV Cribs
I think it was
something?
Like the Tootsie Slide video. I could be wrong on that. But he put it up on YouTube and had tons of millions of views on it. Yeah. So that was cool. And I think he did it over to 2020 time period. So it all just was like, hey, look at my house that I get to stay and play at.
There's nothing else to go to do in 2020.
Had like a massive piano. Yeah. Anyway, Drake, rest up. He'll be back.
Yeah.
He'll be back. He's had a LeBron type career. He's been good for a long time. Like no one else is like keeping up with him. So.
Well, he's been relevant since his Degrassi days.
Yeah.
He's Jimmy.
Which that dates back to, that was Canada based too, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
That's super cool. Yeah. Drake.
It's funny that's how he started, and
he's still like the best, but I'm just saying that last album stunk a little bit. No big deal. He's got great albums still. Like he's still probably my number one dude, but can't get them all.
Yeah.
That's all right. He'll get the next one. It'll be good. He'll still make money off of it, but yeah. All right, I have another extra flaming hot Cheetos, soon to be sponsored take. So NBA preseason's been playing. I don't know if my eyes are seeing this correctly, but I think I'm seeing Chris Paul in a Warriors jersey.
You are.
I'm really seeing that.
You're seeing that correctly.
That is hilarious.
What's even funnier is that they have to play the Suns.
Chris Paul
on opening night
is like the older, more unathletic, worse version of Steph Curry.
Yeah.
You know,
he's hoping for his first ring.
Dude.
Well, I mean, at least he's got kind of a chance being on the Warriors, but he's not going to contribute much to that.
But Chris Paul had his chance when he was in the finals with the Suns.
Up 2 games.
All you
had to do is win 2 more, and you lost 4, and in comes Giannis.
I don't know why dudes that like haven't won any rings their whole career like just think it's going to happen out of thin air. Like same kind of like with Damian Lillard.
Say with Dame.
Like
he just sucks.
Yeah. And you literally gave up Jrue Holiday, who has a ring. Dame does not have a ring.
He doesn't have anything.
They were even saying that Jrue Holiday on the men's national team was the second best player after Kevin Durant, was how important he was to that team.
I can see it.
Dude's a baller. So anyway, I mean, good luck, Dame. Him and Giannis, that'll be freak time. That's what they're calling it. They're calling it freak time.
I don't like that.
That's freaky. Weird. Not a fan.
That's not a good look.
Don't love it, really.
No.
So anyway, I never said my take, but yeah, the Chris Paul for Jordan Poole on the Warriors.
That was wild.
That was a bad
at least
trade.
Jordan was a hooper.
And young.
He was like
6'4".
Steph's mini-me.
Yeah. Could
and he
play.
was young.
Like the whole season. Chris Paul not going to make... Are you joking me?
No, they're going to get fined now, so he has to play.
Oh, good luck.
Anthony Davis, too.
Good luck. Yeah, no, that trade's bad. I would have kept... I understand Draymond Green knocked him out. Big deal. Okay.
How funny was that?
Yeah.
Maybe he deserved it.
Can't believe that video was released.
I couldn't wait to see it. I'm glad whoever did it.
Wow. Some intern that was interning for the Warriors said, no way,
probably got paid a lot of money to leak that video.
TMZ said, here's $5,000. And he said, okay.
Sure.
That'll cover a fourth of rent in the Bay Area. But yeah, no. That trade might be worse than when the Russell Westbrook trade to the Lakers. Because that was also a stinker of a trade.
Remember when they had to do everything just to get rid of him?
Oh, and the LA fans were booing him. And he's not only are they booing him, but he's like answering back to the fans like, hey, shut up, don't talk trash to me. Like what, in the middle of a basketball game? Running out the tunnel yelling at fans. I'm like, dude.
He was something else. He was just like, he just thought he was just better than everybody. And
it's funny too, because like they said, before he came to the Lakers, he had a meeting with LeBron and AD and was like, hey, we're all going to put aside our egos and play in the best position that gives us the best chance to win the game. And they're all like, yeah. And then that lasted for like a second. And then next thing you know, Russell Westbrook is shooting that weird little side shot where he tries to bank it from the free throw line corner.
I can't with him.
Yeah.
Where's he land?
The Clippers.
Oh, that's right. He's still on the Clippers.
Yes, Paul George, Kawhi.
When they're in the playoffs and he said, if the Lakers win, I want a ring or something like that.
I said, me too, bud.
I'm like, you're not on the team anymore. That's not how that works.
He was funny.
He was something else.
I remember when they would do like the highlights with like the circus music video going on. That was so oh my gosh, that was hilarious.
That was a good time. LeBron didn't like him. He was just like, oh
no,
my God.
He was tired. Or that one time in the locker room where the coach was like, let's get aggressive, or what did he say? He said something. What did he say? He said, let's get active, whatever.
Right,
and
they
then
were just
Russ
like
said,
getting all hyped
or
for
let's
the game.
just have fun.
He said, yeah, guys, let's just have fun. And LeBron was like,
he said, it don't matter if we win. And LeBron said,
LeBron was like, what?
That's when LeBron said,
he said, we're done.
Oh my gosh.
I've had enough.
That might be worse than Russell Wilson doing high knees on the team plane.
Why? I still question that. Like, why were you doing that? Why was that necessary? Like, sit down.
Also,
shaking the plane added more turbulence to it. Absolutely not.
Speaking of shaking the plane right now. To our podcast fans, this is our first podcast that we're doing where our dog is helping us.
Yeah, she's
sitting in on this one. So if you hear some
scratching,
some stray noises, or
some barking,
some pig sounds,
something fall over,
it's her. She's a 100-pound Rottweiler and does not know that she is one. She thinks she's a poodle.
Yeah, so she thinks she can just sit in my lap.
I'm surprised she's not actually trying to sit up in your chair with you right now.
Or like, make me pet her.
Mm-hmm. I don't like that.
She's taking a nap though. No. I'll take it.
Yeah. Small wins. But anyway, I wonder if you can even see her on the camera.
I don't think so.
That's all right. We'll show her at the end or something. I got another extra flaming hot take. Is it just me that does the extra flaming hot takes, or do you have one too? Because I feel like I just get going. And
I mean, you just go and I just let you.
That's all right, because I got a couple more.
It's okay. We'll say it as we talk about games.
All right. Another extra flaming hot, soon to be sponsored Cheetos take is the Detroit Lions.
They are a top 5 team.
They are a top 5 team in the NFL.
Did you see that little trick play, flea flicker they did?
Did you see Eminem in the stands at the game?
I did see Eminem.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
Love him.
Detroit's balling right now.
They are.
Yeah.
They're having a good time. Dan Campbell's hyping him up.
Dan Campbell
Jared
is
Goff's decent.
Dan Campbell is such a fit to be the Detroit football coach.
He's a good
Like
time.
he is Detroit. I
literally feel like he should be on the field too.
Like I feel like that dude, his alarm clock goes off every day at 4 a.m.
And he
plays the
shoots
national anthem. He throws in a dip, gets a can of like 50 ounces of espresso strong coffee, Black Rifle, and then goes right to the gym and puts on like Eminem.
Literally.
And probably has like a cut off Detroit Lions shirt on and is like, we're going to win this week, damn it. And is getting all hype and then just drives to work at like 100 miles an hour in a huge truck. And
I wonder what he does to like calm down.
I don't think he sleeps. No.
Not at all.
No, I think he just is all, like... No, he probably... I mean, his wife said that he keeps the house very, very cold. So that's probably what he does is he probably just makes the temperature so cold that it physically slows his blood.
So it calms him down because he's always like boiling.
Helps him sleep.
Good.
Then he gets to work, probably eats breakfast, probably practices with the players too.
I was going to say, he probably gets out there with them.
Beast of a coach.
But no, they are... doing good. They're going to make a nice playoff run.
Yeah, I'm calling it now. I'm looking very forward to the 49ers Detroit Lions playoff matchup that we're going to have this postseason. That's going to be fun
because they both like to do fun things. Did you see the 49ers?
Well, the 49ers, they were admitted it.
We were watching you.
They said, you know what? They said, you know what? We saw that trick play you were running. And we can do it better.
They did it about the same.
Yeah.
It was good. It was fun.
But
I was like, oh, I saw that play earlier.
Yeah.
It was fun to see.
That was good to see that they got their eye on them.
I know.
They're like me too. They must be listening to BA radio because they're like, hey, we got to keep our eye on them for this postseason.
Well,
yeah.
You never know.
That'll be a great matchup. I'd hope Detroit could win it, but 49ers are a wagon.
We'll see. It would be fun. I think it'd just go like back and forth, like touchdown.
It would be a very physical game.
Yeah.
Yeah. In the postseason too, that'd be exciting.
Right.
So, yeah.
I got a flaming extra hot Cheetos take.
Let me hear you.
The Bears won their first game.
Whoa! Where's my applause? Let's go Chicago. Give it up for the city of Chicago.
With the first win and the first game that they scored 40 points
it too early?
In like 4 or 5 years.
Is it too early? Is it too early to say that this might be the year? This might be the time. This might be the season. Fall is happening. Pretty soon we set our clocks back. Pretty soon we set our past back, as in past losses, to move on to future wins as an organization like the Bears are. Is it too early to say that the Bears are back? This might be their year. Aaron Rodgers out the division. Matt Ebergoose has the head coach. Justin Fields runs the ball 200 yards a game, 4 touchdowns. DJ Moore might be better than Tyreek. Are the Bears back?
That was an absurd thing you just said.
Can't you feel it?
Is DJ Moore better than Tyreek Hill?
Extra flaming hot Cheetos. Is Tyreek Hill better? Looked like him out there.
He did good, DJ Moore.
Had a huge game. Player of the week, by the way, from me, DJ Moore. Player of the week from BA Radio.
No, the Bears are not back.
Are you not sold on Ebergoose?
No, I think he was worried about his job. Everybody else was just trying to get their first win. And, I mean, they beat the Commanders. It's not like they beat the Chiefs.
And the Commanders, did not show up for that game.
No. After coming off that
it looked like they were playing
game,
4 people on the field at all times.
They just weren't there.
That Philly game really took them out.
It really did. But do we think that Chicago can continue to put up 40 points in a game? Because that would be great for them.
But
can they keep doing it? Because that's a standard now.
Here's my biggest fears with the Bears. That game was like, the way the coach and everyone was playing was like not a Super Bowl kind of game, but it was a game that they knew they had to win or else everyone was getting fired.
Yeah.
So you put that in to perspective, and I don't know. I mean, Justin Fields, that this, until we see, them in like
with a bigger opponent
in a game that's like
if they did this against the Packers,
and and too, for a moment in that game, I was kind of thinking they is it going to happen again? Is this going to be like the Denver game and it's going to turn it over and that's going to happen? So for a second, I was kind of worried about that. I don't know. The Bears are such like a we're back, we're down, we're back, we're down team.
I don't know. I don't really know if they could do it again.
Yeah, it just felt like it was a do or die for them, and now they have some time off. Got the Vikings,
which team also is almost in the
pretty
same
poopy
position.
team. Yeah. Justin Jefferson just hit up the old IR and is going to be out for a little bit.
Yeah, so what's Kurt gonna do?
I don't know.
They're not looking so good. They're having the adverse effect of what happened last year.
All those close games
all those
have
close
finally
games
flipped on them.
Are now flipping, and that's unfortunate because they were like 10 and something last year, or higher than that, or
people were throwing the word around Super Bowl around with them,
or they won 10 games and then they like finally lost their first one or something like that.
Yeah, they were all those they were in a lot of like close games, kind of like how they were this year, and it just was going.
But it just worked in their favor.
The other way. But yeah. Oh, I also wanted to mention the Chicago Bears game. It was the Dick Butkus game.
Yes.
Chicago legend, played football there, played at the University of Illinois, and he passed away, unfortunately, RIP. So I also think the Bears just had a lot of like motivation and stuff on their side for that game. So shout out to him. He was a legend. RIP, never forget.
Unfortunate name.
Very interesting name.
But hey, because it worked out for him.
That is such a football name. Like, talk about a football name. Bears are fighting for their lives. Justin Fields is now 6 for 24, and they also did finally beat the streak.
They did.
Their losing streak. So,
which I can't believe they almost haven't won a game in a year. That's actually crazy.
Yeah. I was kind of like hoping that would be kind of cool to be like, hey, it's been a whole year since we won a game. And then I wanted to ask you about this. How did you feel about the Chicago Bears celebrating like it was a Super Bowl in their locker room?
I understand.
Another question. Do we think the Bears are also only going to win like 3 games this year?
Probably. But the celebration, like, I get like being like, yeah, we finally got one. We did good, yada, yada. But like, I'm like, you do know we have like a lot of other games and a lot of improvement still left to be like handled, and we shouldn't be celebrating like it's the job's not done. This is just one game.
I just personally feel like if we were won one game, like I wouldn't be excited. I would be like sad. I'd be like we are losers.
It was the Commanders,
right?
Who didn't even show up for that game.
So that's my fear with the Bears, is that they'll only win 3 games or like 4 games. And that it would be one more than last year. So,
well, we're already like almost halfway through.
That's the thing. And their schedule's only, I mean, they have a pretty easy schedule. It's only going to get harder. But, yeah. Bears are back, baby. Bears are a wagon. Justin Fields is the guy. He's the guy.
I guess Eberflus lives.
The legend of Ebergoose lives on. He do kind of look like a goose. I think the hair and the shades.
I just can't. He's just not a football guy.
No, the Chicago Bears need a football coach that matches their city. They need their Dan Campbell.
Yeah.
Eber Goose matches like Ohio, an Ohio football team.
Yeah.
He's an Ohio guy, not Chicago. So,
Not Chicago.
yeah. You got any more extra hot flaming? I wrote Dan Campbell for president.
I wrote that in my notes too.
That's amazing.
Yeah, another extra flaming hot take. Bills are only good at home.
Oh,
When
can
they
we
go
talk
away,
about that?
They're losers.
I'm so tired of hearing about Josh Allen, honestly, because the Buffalo Bills, you know what? I got one. The Buffalo Bills and the Dallas Cowboys. Same team.
I can see it. Yeah.
Same team. There's potential there to
Lots
win
of
the Super
potential.
Bowl. Will it happen? No.
Can they put up 40 points a game? Yes.
Like,
But can
for
they also like fall behind really bad?
For
Yeah.
some reason, you watch them, and for like a second, you forget that teams like the 49ers, Eagles, or Chiefs exist.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, wow, that was really good. But those teams are like always good.
Yeah.
And the Bills and the Cowboys literally can put on Super Bowl-esque performances every
When they
once in a
want
while,
to,
but they are
yeah.
not
Consistent
teams.
about it.
I would love to see a Bills-Cowboys game played at a neutral site that's not Dallas or Bills.
Because it'd be too much for either team.
They would be like,
Their fan bases are both pretty crazy.
yeah.
Do they play each other?
Oh, let me
Or do we would only see that
look real quick.
in a Super Bowl?
I like that I actually have my phone right now so I can look it up. We need a tech person so I could be like, hey, pull that video up. Bills, let me see. Bills Cowboys game. December 17th, the Cowboys play the Buffalo Bills at Buffalo. That sucks.
For Dallas, yes.
They will not win that game.
No.
That's going to be a
Wait,
snowball
that's
game.
going to be so fun. You said what day?
December 17th.
Okay, week 15.
Yeah, that's going to be a snowball game. For sure. That's crazy. Bills will probably win it because, again, Bills are also like extremely dominant when they're at home. They play so good when they're at home, and they got their fans,
Yeah.
Bills Mafia, jumping off tables and doing all that kind of stuff. But I don't think the Bills are a top 5 team, and they're very similar to the Cowboys, and they kind of do this every year.
Yeah. The
So,
same thing.
because like Josh Allen, you're like, he's an NFL quarterback, but like where? You know what I'm saying? I get Buffalo, but like I don't know, it's not going to work. And Dak Prescott, it's like he's an NFL quarterback, which I want to talk about Dak Prescott real quick.
Okay.
Dak Prescott had a bad game. I don't think Dak Prescott is a bad football player
No.
because he has almost 60 wins as the Dallas Cowboys starter. Dak Prescott is actually very impressive to me because he was literally not a first rounder, not a second rounder quarterback, played for the Mississippi State University and kind of like wasn't really on the radar. And the Dallas Cowboys drafted him and only got a chance because I'm pretty sure it was Tony Romo got hurt or something like that. And Dak played preseason and was like doing crazy, playing lights out, and got a chance. And like it was the whole Zeke and Dak thing were like so cool and whatnot. But also too, what I wanted to really say about Dak is that he is really inspiring to me as a person because he lost his mom to colon cancer a while ago, and he's also lost his brother. He passed away. I think he took his own life, and is really unfortunate. So that's why Dak always writes the ask for help on his like wristband when he plays. So like the fact that this dude played Mississippi State, lost his mom and his brother, and he shouldn't even really. There's so many odds are stacked against him in life, and for him to go out and be a Dallas Cowboys quarterback under that spotlight and be in that position, like, you know, that's really cool because he wasn't supposed to be there. So he's already a leader and a winner because he's been through so much, and that's why I think the Cowboys will be okay, and I think they'll bounce back because Dak's been through worse. He's been through harder things in his life. Like this is not. He just had a horrible game. Even said it. That it might have been one of his worst in front of 26 million people on television. And the 49ers played lights out, but the talk of the news was the Cowboys stink, and it's all on Dak. And so that's got to be really tough. But I think he's still going to show up. I think the Cowboys will be a playoff team. I don't know about a Super Bowl, but all things stacked against Dak, and that he's still able to be an NFL starting quarterback for the Dallas Cowboys, which are also, I want to talk about why I'm a Dallas Cowboys fan too, because like the reason I like the Cowboys is I was looking the other day, one, because they're such a hated team. And I love, I don't know, I love the Lakers. I love LeBron. Like, I love the hate makes you great. And so literally, like, I understand why people hate the Dallas Cowboys, because they're literally a sports franchise that is literally worth $9 billion. And you know what's crazy too? The Warriors are the third team worth a couple billion, and the Yankees are a couple billion. But the majority of like sports teams across the world are like NFL football teams that are billion. Like almost all the football teams are $1 billion.
That's crazy, right?
That's crazy. And
like where does that even come from?
Even the Bears are like 6 billion. These are like, that's a ton of money.
Yeah.
A ton of money.
A team.
Yeah, because even like European soccer, like NFL is blowing them out the waters, and it's not even like close with how much more in value, which that actually shocked me, because I thought, I was like, soccer is the sport of the world and all that. But like once I kind of saw that, like I'm going to look it up again
but America has a lot of money.
And it's huge.
Yeah.
And it's so good. Sports are entertainment, and it's so good for like entertainment. Richest sport franchises. Because this is like shocking. Okay. You have the Patriots. The Patriots are worth $6 billion, and that's all because of Tom Brady too. That's
that
crazy.
Was all Brady.
The Rams,
billions,
$6
$1 billion
billion.
For every
the
ring.
Yankees, $6 billion. New York Giants, $6 billion. New York Knicks, $5 billion.
Like
Chicago Bears,
teams.
$5 billion. Warriors worth billions. Washington Commanders worth billions. Lakers worth billions. Jets worth billions. 49ers billions. I'm not even seeing other Real Madrid soccer, $5 billion. So it's like the Raiders, $5 billion. Barcelona soccer. That's crazy to me. That was just crazy to me that America has like sports make that much money here.
Right.
Like football too, because there's so much that goes into football.
So much.
But I guess if you think about it, there's so many stadiums in America that are 100,000 plus for football, like college.
That's actually
Tennessee,
crazy that some of the college schools have
Michigan,
huge stadiums like that.
and like there's only a couple soccer stadiums there's only a couple stadiums in the world that you can get like 100,000 people at.
That's crazy.
And football that's just like every Saturday and Sunday.
It's a standard, and everyone
Sold
shows
out.
up. And
So that's mind blowing to me about the power of football. But anyway, I'm a Dallas Cowboys fan because I love the hate. I love the silver. I love
they got great colors.
Just Dallas, Texas football. You know, I mean,
it's a legendary team.
It's legendary.
That's why there's so much love and so much hate.
And no one's really hating on.
They just haven't seen a Super Bowl in a very long time.
Like, find me how many people hate like the Cincinnati Bengals.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Right. Nobody, like you hate the Lakers, you hate the Warriors, you hate, good teams because they're good.
You hate the legends.
Yeah.
That came from those teams too.
That's what makes them great.
Yeah.
It's weird how hate makes it great, but that's what Kevin Durant said. Anyway,
quote of the week: hate makes
you great. That's a good one. What game were we talking about?
The Cowboys.
Oh yeah. They laid a stinker, that's for sure. But I think they'll be okay. I think they'll be back. Obviously, it was super embarrassing because of It's 26 million people. I also took away from that game that Brock Purdy's parents own a hot tub place in Arizona.
Yeah.
It's a hot state.
And when they can't get someone to cover the store, they leave a
gotta
little
work.
note that says, sorry, we went to go see our son play.
Gotta
he's
go
the
to work.
quarterback for the 49ers.
That's amazing.
Do we think Brock Purdy would work if he was in a different system without weapons on both sides of the field?
I'm not taking anything away from Brock Purdy. He is making phenomenal decisions, but it also really helps who he's throwing the ball to and who is protecting him up front.
Yeah.
He's got the best left tackle, Trent Williams. That dude is a house.
Yes.
No one even touches him. Dude is huge. He made Micah Parsons look non-existent that whole game. And all I'm saying is, have we seen Brock Purdy play from behind? Play when Debo and Christian McCaffrey and George Kittle is hurt. Give him a little adversity and let's see it. He is literally, it was like the situation that Patrick Mahomes walked into at Kansas City. Good organization, good coach, good players. It's hard not to be
winning Super Bowls.
But put him on the Panthers.
Right. It might be a different story.
Because Brock Purdy has not lost a game since the elbow injury last season versus the Eagles. So what's crazy is it's a little bit of everything. Dude's talented. Dude is smart. The Cowboys got outsmarted and out-physicaled in one football game. That's two things you don't want to lose in a football game.
No, not at all. And I'll give it to Brock Purdy. Like you said, he's making smart decisions.
Very smart.
And
quick.
I think he knows a thing or two about football, and he focuses on that, especially since he's not the guy. He's got nothing really to distract him.
Right.
But I don't know if he would work without all his weapons.
Right, because you watch Justin Fields get the ball, he's flopping on his feet. He does not know where it's going. It's gotten better. But Brock Purdy, the moment before that ball's hiked, his throws are so confident and knows exactly where he's going, doesn't even think about it. He knows who he is and who he's not, and operates so well with that.
How nice is that? He knows his limits, knows what to operate in between.
And what's scary about him
is calm.
Is they said, Brock, when do you think you knew that you were cut out for this quarterback stuff? And he said 7th grade. He said 7th grade. I was driving down the field, game-winning touchdown drive, and said, I'm built for this.
Yeah.
Knew
it since then.
He knew.
And look at him now.
And when you look at him too, he got the little towel tucked in. He's locked in.
He's like
the 49ers quarterback. And it's
literally
crazy.
Locked in.
Because physically to the eye, it might not be Troy, kind of appeal, stud Michael Strahan looking, but he can play, and it might just be the 49ers year.
I don't know.
So
it might be.
Only thing I'll say about the 49ers is, one, they went up also against Mike McCarthy, which I don't think he's the best coach for the Dallas Cowboys, because again, what did he do that whole game? Don't know. Not good. Right.
Don't know. Made stupid decisions.
And Brock Purdy, they outsmarted the Cowboys. Yeah. They were running circles around the Cowboys.
It was actually kind of funny.
And I also hate too, because the Cowboys started to get chippy too and push them. I hate when you're getting your butt beat.
And you gotta do cheap shots like that. Come on, don't be a sore loser. Just take it as it is, or play better.
Brock Purdy's scary.
Yeah, he's so calm too, and that's what you really want.
Can we say this? Brock Purdy.
He can really launch the ball.
Brock Purdy is the most confident quarterback in the NFL.
Yeah,
by far.
He's just I just go out there and do that.
Yeah, I remember when the reporter asked him a question, and he
said, I asked the humble guy the wrong question. I said, what did you expect him to say?
And then she was like, George, talk to me, George.
He's married with kids. Leave him alone.
Dude's
touched
goofy.
His arm a little bit.
George Kittle's goofy.
Yeah, he's a character.
He's a football player. He is a football player.
And good for him too. He got 3 touchdowns that game too.
Yeah, and did the little F Dallas shirt.
Oh yes, his shirt.
Got us good.
T-shirt.
Yeah.
Wonder if he'll get fined for that.
Probably Tyreek got fined.
Right, for his little no socks.
Watch if you can wear the Dallas shirt, and not get a fine, but not wear socks. That'd be funny.
That would be funny.
Yeah. I don't know.
It's a funny shirt, though. I didn't even notice it at first.
I know. Talk about pouring salt in the wounds, right?
You say, yeah, I just had the shirt on.
I can't even
know.
hate that was funny. In front of 26 million people.
How fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
Oh, I was going to say this about the 49ers, too. Only thing with them is Super Bowls are won in February, not October. So you know what would be scary is I'm worried that they could be peaking too early, too soon.
Mm-hmm.
But what if they're not even peaking yet? Like, what if it just gets better and better and better? That's scary.
That's the hope.
Yeah.
Right? That they don't go down or that people don't start getting hurt because they do play pretty hard, but I mean, it works for them. They just run all over people. So, I mean, they got the Browns next.
They'll win that.
Then the Vikings, Bengals, Jags, Bucks, Seahawks. I can see them winning all those games. Then Eagles,
Yeah.
Seahawks, Cardinals, Ravens, Commanders.
Which they shouldn't get too banged up
Rams.
then.
Honestly, their schedule looks pretty easy.
Right.
They have a chance to literally continue to go undefeated. I think their only real challenge is that Eagles game.
I think
That's it.
The Super Bowl is out of that side is either going to be 49ers, Eagles, or Lions.
Yeah.
So I think I could see the 49ers in the Super Bowl. Give me the Dolphins 49ers Super Bowl. Give it to
How
me.
fun.
God, that would be so cool.
In Vegas.
In Vegas. Can't wait to be there. It's going to be so fun.
It's going to be a fun time. Let's talk about our toilet bowl game of the week.
Oh, where's the... Yeah. Wah, wah.
Jets versus Denver.
Toilet bowl game of the week. Jets versus Denver. That was a poop. That was a piece of poop.
That game was actually kind of fun.
That game was like some bad football is like
It's
sometimes
so
so
watch.
entertaining.
Because like nothing else was really going on. But this game it was just...
You had punt returners losing the ball in the sun, fumbles, turnovers, interceptions.
I can't even. It was just
And
amazing.
we have to talk about how Nathaniel Hackett used to be the Denver Broncos head coach last year.
And what did Sean Payton say about him last year?
And Sean Payton, the new Denver Broncos head coach, was very critical of Nathaniel Hackett, saying he was one of the worst coaches ever, worst performances ever, horrible, bad. And the Jets, they took it personal.
They took it personal.
They took it personal. Motto of the year is taking it personal.
Taking it personal.
Jets took it very personal. They had the on-field huddle. The dude was like, it's fucking personal. And
They said, you don't talk about
our
my
head
coach. And we're going to go out there and win this for them.
Yeah. And hey, use whatever you got to use for motivation.
Use whatever
because
you
they
need to.
took it. That toilet bowl game was
that was actually
taking a toilet.
Amazing. That fumble by Russ if there was like a definition in a picture form for a fumble, like that's it.
Russ is down so bad.
And
he's down
you
so
can tell
bad.
him and Peyton are on the same page because after that, Peyton was like, "What was that?" He said, "What were you doing?"
Sean Payton hates Russell Wilson.
I think they hate each other. That's very clear.
There will be a trade requested because I feel like Sean Payton's not leaving the Broncos.
No, but this is what Russ's like third year or something.
It's not working.
And it's not working.
And it's bad.
And I just can't believe he fumbled that.
It was such a goofy fumble.
There's like 30 seconds left.
The Denver Broncos are a goofy team.
And they could have like scored a touchdown and like won the game. Instead, he fumbled it.
Who's worse, the Panthers or the Denver Broncos?
I would say there's at least hope for the Panthers because they have a rookie, whereas Russ is a vet. And been on the team for 3 years.
He's not getting younger.
And yeah, he's not getting younger. He's not getting better.
Did he throw that fumble? Like
it was like, were you even holding the ball at that point?
I can't believe that. That was at the end of the game too. Like
it was actually amazing.
And then it was also just funny too because it was such a hilarious game.
Well, it was funny because Denver's that fumble came off of an interception that New York threw at like the 5-yard line.
That's so bad. That's so bad. And and then the Jets players took to Twitter to really rub in the Nathaniel Hackett revenge game, which it didn't really seem like Nathaniel Hackett was too invested in it. But the Jets players were like, yeah, don't talk about our head coach, which Sean Payton, he like went on rants about talking about how bad this dude was.
Yeah.
And he's been beat by like several people who were involved with the Denver Broncos last year have like really laid it to him this year.
Well, got to be careful what you say.
Well, careful what you wish for.
It comes back down to you.
Because my goodness, they really took it to
how we
him.
think he feels after.
Stupid. And
he probably does feel like an idiot, that's for sure. Like,
and
damn it.
I did check too. He had the sleeves cut.
Oh my God. Like, why?
He thought that was going to win him the game.
If Russ didn't fumble, they could have won the game.
Denver,
Instead of being up by 3, then they were up by 10.
Honest question. If the Colorado Buffaloes played the Denver Broncos, who you taking?
The Buffs.
By a game-winning field goal.
I'd probably take them
in overtime. Maybe 2 touchdowns, actually.
Because yikes.
Wow. Shador is bigger and better than Russ.
At least he's got a backbone, too.
Hey, tough.
Yeah.
Got hit the face. Russ would just be
every
like,
time.
Come on, guys.
Come on, guys.
Let's go.
I feel like he says it every game.
High knees on the...
And they're like, can you not? Like...
He definitely has the same speech since like 8th grade.
Who just did an interview that were talking about Russell
I feel like Russ just sings to himself when he's like playing football out there.
You think so?
Yeah, and like he's just like always like happy. Like with nothing wrong with always being happy, but like he could like just that game-winning fumble, he probably went over to the bench and was like, "We'll get him next time, guys." And they're probably like,
Sean Payton was not happy.
Yeah, he literally looked at him, was like,
he was like, it was disgusted.
Bad. It was bad.
It was awful.
But they looked good in those jerseys. Those jerseys were nice. The snow-capped helmets.
They were nice with the big D on the helmet. Those were nice. They weren't like too orange because sometimes I feel like the Bears, it's like too orange.
Sometimes I think the Bears and the Broncos have the same jerseys.
They have the same colors for sure.
Like those two teams got to be careful when they play each other because it's really similar.
It's an interesting color matchup for sure. But
yeah.
We'll see.
Nathaniel Hackett revenge game was hilarious.
We will see the Denver Broncos play the Chiefs on Thursday.
Why do we have to watch that?
I know. It's the primetime game.
Can they swap it out?
Arrowhead, too.
Oh, no.
Yeah, it's going to be like the Bears game all over again for them.
That's going to be...
Or they'll get blown out like Miami did.
Oh, no. That's going to... Just the Broncos have a tough, bad schedule. Dolphins, Chiefs, 70 points.
And they have the Packers.
My gosh.
Then the Chiefs again. Then the Bills. Vikings, Browns, Texans, Chargers, Lions.
Buffalo Bills are only good at
Patriots. Home. It's at the Bills too.
Yeah, Broncos. I generally think the Broncos are probably like Caleb Williams. Were they on the list? Were they on the Caleb Williams list?
The Chiefs?
The Denver Broncos.
No. They were not on his list.
They're screwed.
He doesn't want to go there.
And Jerry Jeudy's... You know who Jerry Jeudy, I feel like his twin is in the NFL? CeeDee Lamb. Yeah. I feel like those two dudes are like...
Don't do shit.
They're just goofy.
Yeah.
I'm not a huge CeeDee Lamb fan.
No. Me neither. I feel like he doesn't do much and then gets mad like during every game for some bizarre reason.
Yeah.
When they're losing.
I'm not huge on him.
I feel like he could do more, but he doesn't.
You just don't see him in the game much.
No, at all.
Like,
you almost forget he's there.
That's crazy. He just...
But then says he like wants the ball or something. I don't know.
Well, he's not Jamar Chase. He's not open. 7, 11.
Hey, that didn't backfire for Cincinnati. That
was
correct.
The funniest thing ever. Joe Burrow said, "Oh, you're open."
And look at, they put up 34 points. That was the first time this season.
I think he had like...
Joe woke up. He was moving, getting out the pocket.
Hey, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe his calf will get better over the season.
I don't know. Maybe.
A tough dude.
I was like, all right, that was a game.
Joe had a little bit of his swag back, put an outfit on, little sweater.
There.
Little touchdown, little Jamar Chase, 7-Eleven, always open.
That was good.
That was nice.
That was nice.
Good for the Bengals.
I know.
Yeah, see, nobody. Oh, no, that's the wrong button. My bad, Joe. There you go.
Good job, Joe. They finally won.
Goodness gracious.
Oh, my gosh. And speaking of Kansas City, though, do we think they are beatable this year?
Oh, yeah, this is the year to beat Kansas City.
Like, I feel like they're just getting by with some of these wins.
Could we get a Kansas City 49ers Super Bowl? Yeah, we could, couldn't we?
That'd be weird.
That is very weird.
I don't know how I feel about that.
Don't like that at all.
Jersey matchup. Maybe
I feel like that should be a playoff game.
Right.
If that's the one we get, that's gross. Chiefs would probably win.
I don't know.
They would be better in that type of game.
They're used to it.
Yeah.
49ers
Plus, the 49ers will probably be banged up by the end of postseason.
Let's hope not.
Yeah.
Everybody seems like they're doing good so far, but they play a hard game, so I wouldn't be surprised.
I don't know.
We saw some injuries from them.
Man, that'd be so ugly of a jersey matchup. I hope that doesn't happen. I'm still sitting over here thinking about how like 30 NFL teams are worth like multi-billion dollars.
It's crazy.
The Washington Commanders wasn't like, why do they have such a bad stadium if they're worth so much money?
I don't know. Are they talking about building a new one?
Yeah. I think they were like, had a couple locations too they were looking at. That'll be cool when they build
That'd
it.
be nice.
Yeah.
They're doing a lot better now, so it'd be nice for them to have a good little
Yeah, and Magic
stadium.
Johnson is a part owner. Dude's got to get his fingers in everything.
I didn't. No pun intended.
Whoa.
Well, I know. I was like, why is he sitting there on the before show, the pre-show, talking?
Yeah,
with
and then
I said, "Oh, you own." Okay.
Okay. Yikes. Commanders had no magic though. Hey, puppy, get off. You're scratching the sound table. Layla. Can you go over there? Thank you, baby. Did you hear? Welcome to your first podcast,
She can't
puppy.
help it. She loves to gnaw on that.
She loves that salt bone. That salt bone, is her best friend. And then she'd lick her paws afterward because it hurt her paws. So she's like, love you, pup.
Don't get her.
Love her paws. I'll never forget when we got her and they came out and I was like, I think her paws are bigger than my feet.
She was a sausage. I said, that is
so
not
big.
a puppy.
I said,
this is a full-grown dog.
She like...
I said, and she's going to get bigger?
Because normally puppies are like little babies and they're like all fragile.
Was like
she came out and literally...
she's still a huge teddy bear now.
Yeah,
but like she was...
She didn't really change much at all.
No, just got bigger.
Yeah.
Still thinks that she's small though.
Remember she went from like 7 pounds to 14 pounds in a week.
I said, she doubled in size. And her paws were so big.
How funny. We got a Rottweiler just being like, well, they're cute. I didn't know Rottweilers were like huge. I was just like, they're cute. I don't know.
And I'm glad like she is cute. Because like a lot of them are not cute.
When we arrived and her parents, the two mom and dad ran out.
Mom came up to me.
I about got back in the car. I was scared.
I was in the car.
I said,
already.
You guys are like, these are giraffes.
Mom was huge, but also she was for breeding purposes. So of course she was huge.
I was just like,
I'm taking your baby away. I'm so sorry.
How big? Those dogs were huge.
She came and like jumped on like the car, and I was like sitting there with Pup. And I was like,
wow.
Do I pet you? I'm not sure. So sorry.
I was scared. I said, what did Woody? Not only did we drive in the middle of nowhere, but
3 hours.
I was like, what did we get ourselves into?
That was a long drive.
That was so fun though.
She was so cute. She sat in my lap
the whole
ride
time.
back.
And then remember we like stopped at that Subway and we're like, I don't know, does she have to pee? I don't know. I don't know. What do we do? And we grabbed her. We grabbed her and like put her in the grass and we're like, I don't know, pee. She didn't do anything. She's like, what are you doing? Okay, all
stop
right,
it.
get back in the car. We said, I don't know. We're parents now. What do we
We
do?
had no idea. I was like, okay, she's not going to the bathroom. I don't know what to do.
I don't know.
Is it okay
Should we
to just
give
put her
a
back
treat?
in the
I
car?
don't know.
Do we even have any treats? I
No.
don't even know what
we came with nothing.
We were unprepared.
We didn't. We said we're getting a cute puppy. I don't
said,
know.
well, she's just. I think they gave
Came
us
out
some
with
treats.
a full-grown cattle.
Yeah, I was like,
She's a dinosaur.
first dog I ever had, and I was like, you are nothing like what I expected you to
This
be.
is not a dog. This
is a moose.
This is a buffalo.
She's a buffalo. She's so cute, Joe.
Yeah.
Cute little buffalo.
Happy girl.
She's got a tree. She's happy.
I kind of want another one.
Another Roddy?
Yeah.
If we had
The thing
more
is,
space.
then she could like
I wish we had
raise it.
two together. Like
Or
at the
like,
same
what
time.
if I like just became a breeder and I started selling them?
Okay, well, we'd have to start fresh.
Like that one dude that did the pit bulls and then made a whole brand off of it.
Well, we'd have to start fresh because she
What's
can't
his,
have
like-
babies.
Oh, honestly, I wish we wouldn't have done that too.
Honestly, Sam, because she would have had the cutest babies.
I know. That was
we
crazy.
would have had to find a nice
But
male
didn't we
for
like
her.
have to sign a contract when we got her saying that we were going to do that?
I don't know.
I don't know. I can't remember.
I don't remember.
I don't know.
That
Rottweilers.
was all a blur.
Rottweilers, great dogs. Love them.
So cute. Great
love
guard
them.
dogs.
What other games we
Scares
got?
the Amazon people. I like
I love us. Just let her bark for a little bit. It's,
that scare them.
it's just good.
They'll move faster.
It's too funny.
They do. She does scare them though.
It's good too, just to keep them on your toes.
Like literally,
And
I
that's-
remember I went outside one time and they had the package like in the middle of the driveway because
Yeah.
the door was so bad.
And I love it too because like of her fur, you can't really see until she like
I know
puts
she
her
like
face
gets
there,
up and she's like,
and
"What
then
are you
you
doing?"
see her and you're like, "That's a dinosaur." I
You
might.
said, "Wow,
I
that's
love
a dog."
that we. Yeah, imagine
me
like four
too.
of those staring out the window.
Oh my
That's
gosh.
why though. I don't know where it's from, but that one movie, the person's like, "That's why I say get a dog, not a security system or something like that."
Imagine if we had 4.
That would be awesome.
But like a boy though, they're like twice as big. I would honestly like to have a boy.
I think it would be funny.
I
I would
wish we
like
got
to
them
see
at the same time.
I just would like to see the difference
Yeah.
in how they operate.
Because she's very, very needy.
And just like you could just pet her all day long and she'd be so happy. Like that is
Literally.
all like I feel like the boy dogs, they need like physicality and stuff.
Yeah.
And to play, but she's like,
She's
just
such
love
a
me.
princess. She's like, give me trees, pet me, and love me. Where's my food? Where's my cooked
she
dinner
really
that I
is a
always
princess.
get? Because she doesn't eat kibble.
No, she has to have her dinners made.
Loves bacon too.
Yeah, her little breakfast.
Crunch.
Anything that's
crunch.
crunchy. She's funny.
Anyways,
I mean, is that
what are you excited to see in sports next week or in the coming week?
I wrote this down. I thought this was funny about the Dolphins and the Giants played. Don't really care at what happened at that game, but the announcer said, "Oh, there's a lot of Miami or a lot of New York Giants fans in the Miami down at the Miami game."
Mm-hmm.
And then that was funny because I was like, "Oh yeah, like that's like the second suburb of New York is like half of Miami, New York people live in." So I thought that was funny.
Yeah.
What else did I write down that I think was funny? Oh, the Ravens Steelers. The Kenny Pickett looks like he could play quarterback in a movie. Thought that was
So
funny.
can Jimmy G.
Yeah.
He's only the quarterback.
Jimmy G.
in
I don't
the
know why
movies.
he's the starting quarterback. He just looks like he should be
He
playing
loves
quarterback in a
being
movie.
sacked.
He just don't
He got
like.
sacked like 12 times yesterday.
He's funny. Had a great outfit. What'd I say? I said
His
Jimmy. I
little
said Jimmy
post-show
Garoppolo looks
fit
like he
was
should be
cute.
selling Lexuses in Chicago.
luxury cars
Yeah.
in the Bay and not the Bay Area
Wherever.
anymore because he's not there.
Oh yeah, it's
Sorry, Jimmy.
it was funny. I thought you were gonna say Chicago because that's where he's from. Well, he's not from Chicago. He's from Arlington Heights. I guess Illinois, Chicago, same
Yeah.
thing. Whatever.
No, not same thing. It's from Arlington Heights. I forgot about that.
Whatever works.
What's his brother's name again?
Billy
Billy
Garoppolo. Which is crazy because he went to Illinois State.
How fun.
He went to Illinois State, and we had mutual friends and stuff. And like we like literally like he was like, yeah, that's my brother.
That's crazy.
And I was like, well, why aren't you in that?
You said, well, what's wrong with you then? Why are you here?
Yeah, no, his brother's super cool though. He always was like trying to have parties and stuff, and was like, yeah, that's my bro. Like it was a good vibe.
That's nice.
Yeah, he was cool. He wasn't like a.
I mean, Jimmy seems like a nice boy.
No, yeah, he's a fun guy, great guy, not a turd or anything. Like he's just like, yeah, I'm Billy and I like to party. And I was like, what up, Billy? Garoppolo. But no, that's how we always hit him. We always hit him with the Garoppolo.
How fun.
Yeah, he loved it. It was cool.
He was the guy.
It was a fun time. Illinois State has some hidden gems. A lot of greats go to Illinois State. People forget.
It's a great school.
I think it'll be the best university in the Illinois in the next 50 years.
It's definitely up there.
It's
out of all the universities. I mean, it's definitely better than.
It has such. I'm gonna give our listeners a sneak peek. We're actually next podcast we're gonna start talking about colleges, and Illinois State is probably one of the best colleges. Like their setup, like their campus. And everything is such a vibe.
It's nice in comparison to a lot of college campuses that we have seen.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, oh, this is nice. I like that everything's right there.
It literally is like your own little community.
Yeah.
Like I saw something that said Americans love college so much because it's the only time that they live in a cultural environment where they walk and talk and see people and everything,
like
and it's
your
so
own
true.
Age, like you associate with people, like
Greek life, like Greek, because like everything. Greek, Italy, Mediterranean.
Your friends are right there, like
you know what I'm saying, and like it's true. Illinois State has such a good situation going on there. Like I couldn't imagine going to a school that's in a city. How does that have like any community or culture?
A town,
or like having stuff on the quad. Yeah. You have a great uptown, a great downtown. To hang out for social.
Also don't have, which I thought
is
was
weird
bizarre.
to me.
Right?
I just loved how it was like its own little world.
It was a good time.
So cool.
And it seemed far enough away from Chicago.
That's another thing. The placement
close
of
enough
it.
That you could get
You can get to St. Louis, Chicago, Indianapolis. It's in a great spot. So Bloomington, that's why Bezos has got the Rivian Motors out there. He said Bloomington's on the come up.
It is. I could see it being very...
I could see Bloomington getting a Google Tech Hub and a Lifetime Fitness, and that place is like the new Chicago.
Yeah, it would be nice. It would be like...
Because Chicago is so overcrowded. Chicago is so overcrowded.
Oh, yeah. It's a big city. There's just people
That's why
everywhere.
I like Bloomington, because you're right. Like you can get on the train and be there in a second.
Yeah. That's
and get
nice.
all the luxury of the privacy. But still have the access to it. So great.
Take a train up
because there's not many cities in the U.S. like Chicago. You got New York and L.A. That's it. And New York, I couldn't fathom living in a place that's made of concrete and rats. Makes no sense to me whatsoever.
I think if we ever lived there, we would have fun.
New York is more expensive than L.A.
Yeah. And it's smaller.
How? In a more compact, confined place, that freaks me out.
We'd have to live in a high rise.
Absolutely not.
So
I need to see grass.
Doorman? How fun.
I need to see grass and water and life.
Well, there's water.
And
tons of life. Just go to Central Park. There's tons of birds.
Stop. No way.
How fun.
Yeah.
It would be a fun time, though. There's lots of things to do.
What's the fourth biggest city?
Houston,
I think. Houston.
Right behind Chicago.
Houston or Phoenix or probably Texas. Everything bigger in Texas.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's New York, Chicago, or LA. I would take Chicago probably because at least it's not as expensive. You can get more space.
I like the
same weather as New York, basically.
You can get anywhere. Like, you don't need a car.
Yeah.
If you live in Chicago.
Because that's not the case for LA.
No. That's
which
why
makes no
there's
sense.
So much traffic all the time.
That makes no sense.
Like if they would have just had a really good train system, like LA would be so different.
Yeah, it'd be amazing.
Yeah,
it would be fantastic. But their traffic is like a joke.
Yeah, I remember
when
I came to see you in LA, and I was sitting on the 405 in traffic, trying to get to the game, and the GPS just kept tacking on.
Which I didn't even know about.
Minutes and minutes, but like our miles were getting shorter, and I'm like, oh my gosh,
I had no clue.
I'm never gonna get there.
That is crazy. I'm sitting there watching LeBron going, oh, this is great. And then you show up. I'm like, what? This is amazing. What's
That was
next?
a
I
long
can't wait for
day.
more surprises.
No,
Yeah,
that
I
was
can't
all
believe
the
you
surprise.
survived. I can't believe you. The traffic is that's
It was so, and I was
bonkers.
not even that far away. The airport to the Staples Center was not very far. Anyways,
yeah. LA's fun
LA's a good time.
except for the traffic.
All right, so what are you excited to see in sports next week? Or weeks to
I got
come?
a couple things. So I seen that the 2028, which this isn't next week. This is a couple years from now.
Okay,
Just put that together.
that's okay. Sports in the coming.
Olympics will be in LA. Hey, since we were just speaking of LA,
How fun!
that's crazy that
Are
just
they going to
worked
build
out.
something though?
Oh, they got SoFi.
That's true.
They're gonna
I guess
use
they just
SoFi.
built that, so they don't.
They added flag football, baseball, softball, cricket, lacrosse, and squash.
Squash. Let's play some squish.
That'll be exciting. Good for LA. That'll
Yeah.
be a party. We got to go to that.
Yeah.
And
excited for
the
that.
2024 Olympics in Paris. That's a good Paris, LA. That's fun.
That's so fun.
They added break dancing,
Oh,
sport climbing, skateboarding, and surfing.
how does one get on the breakdancing?
I don't know, but I'm trying to try out.
I know, me too.
That'd be
Pick
crazy.
me. I love
That'd
to
be
dance.
crazy. I'm excited for the upcoming Dallas Cowboys game this Monday night. I'm looking for a huge bounce back game.
Yeah, I could see that.
I think we're back.
I could
Because
see that.
that's how it happens.
I'm
Dak
excited
is back.
for the NBA to start. About 2 weeks.
Ooh.
Opening night, we'll see Warriors and the Suns and Lakers and Nuggets.
Oh, that's fun because
Play.
Chris Paul
I
used
know.
to be
Isn't that fun?
so weird on the Warriors.
So excited to see that. Excited to, just get back into sports this fall.
Yeah.
Hockey started,
This
baseball's
is-
about to end.
This is a great time in sports because not that I'm huge on it, playoff baseball.
Yeah,
Hockey just started.
hockey just started.
Football's in full swing. College football's in full swing. Basketball's about to
Football's
take
start.
off. This is the best time. Hands down, this is like
and
the best
holidays
time.
are about to happen.
Oh
How
my
fun.
gosh. I'm already putting on some holiday weight. I can't stop eating I love like all the holiday snacks. It's so fun. Especially Halloween. Oh,
All the candy
yeah. And then Thanksgiving come.
and then all the food.
Yeah. And then
then
Christmas.
Christmas.
And it's
All
cold.
the
So like I'll just put a sweater on. So it is what it is.
Anyways, before we sign off, week 6 NFL was the Denver and Kansas City Thursday night.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously hoping Travis Kelce and his ankle are fine so they can win this game hopefully by 1 million, and Denver hopefully looking to not be embarrassed.
I think Travis Kelce will be okay because he was recovering at the gas station. Bought some supplemental
Some things.
tools that will help him get into
Recover.
his zone.
And and Denver hopefully not going to be embarrassed by this monstrosity of a season they've been having.
Got a lot to be excited for, a lot to be grateful for, a lot to be happy for. Life is good.
It's cozy weather, cozy season.
It's always
Excited for that.
it's good.
Well, thanks for listening, everybody.
Thanks for listening to our first podcast with Puppy, whose name is Layla, at BA Radio, with your host, the one and only, most amazing, fantastic, super amazing, great, smart, strong, sexy Barrett and Ariel. Oh, yeah.